Okay, there we go. All right. Ow. Ow. I'm a real pincushion today, I tell you. Yeah. Oh my God, what a day. Okay, so quick update. What's going on here? Well, that was a CT scan where they inject a contrast. This was a blood test. Yeah, yeah. And what do we got? Got some anti-germy pills. So, turns out I was kind of worried. I thought maybe I had a blockage going on in my plumbing somewhere. No, turns out I got infection in my lungs. It got a little bit worse over time. So a while ago, was it? Yeah, I had about 5 weeks ago. There was a CT scan, and then I think I talked about it before. There was some good news. Got some shrinkage going on with the tumors, and also got a bit of pneumonia going on there. So, okay. So, um, and then it was like for a while it was like I only had shortness of breath if I do something like strenuous. So I kind of plateaued until about 4 or 5 days ago. It was like I'm really getting shortness of breath, and it's kind of getting worse. And they said, give us a call if that happens. So I called them today, and I went up there today to the hospital. But what happened was, yeah, about 4 or 5 days ago, yeah, I noticed the shortness of breath was getting kind of worse. And just sitting, no, I would lay down, and it would cause it to happen. Um, and I takes a while to get to sleep. It doesn't stay like that all night, but when you lay down, you can feel it, the shortness of breath, and then basically it really doesn't take much to cause shortness of breath. And then, as about 2 days ago, I was just sitting on the couch watching TV, and I noticed that uh, it just came on by itself, sitting there, the feeling of shortness of breath. And so I stood up. And it's like, okay, I got chest pains. This isn't good. No. And it was accompanied by the feeling of kind of like pins and needles, cold sweat, and the feeling of uh, I don't feel good. It only lasted for about 30 seconds, but it wasn't severe. It wasn't enough to lay me out, but it was just enough to get my attention. And I thought, okay, what just happened? Did I just have a heart attack? So I went up to the hospital today, and they did a CT scan, and the infection's gotten a little bit worse in my lungs. Yeah. So more anti-germy pills for another week. I have a scheduled appointment in about a week from now to see the oncologist, and I'm going to let her know my condition. So if I plateau as of right now, we can still go ahead with the immunotherapy. If things get worse, then it's like, okay, we might have to hold off on the immunotherapy because there's a good chance my T cells might be getting a little too trigger happy or something's going on here. We'd have to take further action. But I got this feeling that, yeah, I should be okay for next week's treatment for the immunotherapy. So yeah, I was a bit of a scare. I thought maybe I got maybe a blockage in one of my arteries, or maybe there's another tumor is growing and they're pressing against an artery, or. But the doctor walked in, to give me the results, and more or less said, well, good news in a way, because you know, because whenever somebody has chest pain, that usually means something serious. But she said good news, and I'm like, okay, tell me more. And it was the same thing as before, except it's a little bit kind of worse. So, because yeah, because yeah, I told them that chest pain, and I guess I guess the heart just wasn't getting enough oxygen at that one point, and let me know what's going on there. Let me know that yeah, you got something serious going on here. So oh, and this means that um, basically we got a sneak peek. The next CT scan is scheduled for like what is it? The end of January, I think. But we got a sneak peek at what's going on in there. So uh, the boys inside me have undergone a little bit of shrinkage again, more shrinkage. Yeah. The one on the left that was uh, uh, being stubborn went from 12 millimeters, and it's finally gone down because she measured it on the screen. We were looking at it, and she says, "Oh, it looks like it's down to 9 millimeters." Well, it's finally starting to budge. Then she let me look. She actually let me look through the CT scan, and I'm looking at certain things, and I said, "Oh, there we are. It's more than obvious. This infection or just the pneumonia there, it just stands out like a sore thumb. You can really see it, and because she knows I kind of have a bit of knowledge about what to look for. So, um, oh, and the one on the left lung there, the tumor, it really stood out. You could really see it, and a little bit of shrinkage finally. So, anyways, yeah. Uh, that's what's happening for now. So, hopefully this will clear up, and I'll be able to breathe easier, and we can continue on. Anyways.